everything was out of the question. The only thing I could really do was, like I said, like, eat. Hi, I'm comedian Coral Best, and what you are about to see is not meant as an instructional video for yoga in any way. This is for entertainment purposes, and let's do this thing. I've gone to Hawaii 3 times. Not once have I not returned in a wheelchair.
That's the next question.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
That is the next question.
I want to hear about these Hawaii incidents.
Oh, fuck.
At least,
all right.
at least whichever one is the funniest of the 3.
I don't think any of them were really funny for me. It just really sucked. I was on vacation, like, you know, Hawaii's expensive, especially on somebody who on a budget of like barely making it.
Yeah.
That's why I've always gone with rich friends. Like I've actually almost never paid for my own flight to Hawaii, and I'm not bragging here because, like I said, I returned in a wheelchair.
So your rich friends paid for your flight.
Yeah,
effectively.
I'm like, turns out I can be funny, and people are like, hey, let's bring her along. She's funny, and people are like, what about the flight? And they're like, pocket change. I don't know. And they're English. I forgot to mention all of my friends. So I get taken on these cool vacations and doing things that I wouldn't normally do, like off trail hikes and stuff. So I think the funniest one, this is so embarrassing. It's not okay. I had just gone ATVing and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't hurt myself. That's incredible. Like I had a really good time, and I went with all the guys, and we're getting back into the van, and they're doing that thing to me where you're trying to get in the car and they speed up a little bit. You know, like I'm just trying to get back in the car, and they're all boys, and I'm like, I just went ATVing, so I'm like, I'm badass. I'm gonna get in this car. Instead of telling them like what a mom would say, she's like, cut that shit out. This is dangerous.
Yeah. I
was like, I'm obviously just gonna get a running start, and I'm just gonna leap into the vehicle. It's gonna be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And as I leaped into this minivan, my knee hit the clutch that closes the door really hard, and I tore it up. And I know. And so I was, that was on like my second day there. So for 5 more days, I was just in my hotel room smoking all the weed and watching like Law and Order.
And you couldn't even sit in this position because of the knee.
Yeah. And I didn't want to go get like sewed up, so I just kept my legs straight like this like the whole time.
So masturbation was out of the question.
Everything was out of the question. The only thing I could really do was, like I said, like eat. And then another time I just went hiking.
So was that the first one of the 3?
That was the first.
And then you decided, how could it happen a second time?
I was like, well, I missed out on all the day trips I'd purchased. I didn't go on a catamaran. Like, this is Hawaii. I didn't get to experience Hawaii. I would look out the window longingly.
Of course. So you went back the second time to try to...
try to make up. I'm like, this time we're really going to rage, you know? And I went on this trail that said, like, do not go on this trail. And pretty much I slipped, and I could have fallen to my death, but luckily for me, I just, like, tore a muscle. Yeah, I'm trying to like adventure.
I feel you really trying to get out there.
I really am. Like even today, I went to the beach before coming here, and I was like, "Don't break a toe before comedy meets yoga." I'm serious. Like I went to like a kind of secluded beach. It was there was nobody. Like if I fell, you know,
there was nobody there to save you.
There was high schoolers, but you know, high schoolers they're just gonna videotape it, and then it's gonna go viral. But then nobody ever asks in the comments, "Was she okay?" So. So I made it here.
I'm so glad you're okay.
Yeah, Santa Cruz is not like Hawaii, it turns out.
No, it's not.
If I'm in the airport, that's high stress mode for me. I'm snacking. Okay. I'm snacking real hard.
Wow.
Then you're stuck with fucking...
Well, usually I'm on an
peanuts.
edible. Because of fur flight, you know, duh.
Obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're where you want to be. So...
The wrong place.
Yeah. I've definitely been too high and gotten on, like, the wrong flight. Not exactly the wrong flight, but...
Not exactly the wrong flight? Is there, like, a sort of the wrong flight? What is the... I don't understand that.
It was a city that shares a name with a place in Canada. I can't remember. There's like a city in
Ontario?
California. Yes.
Ontario.
Okay,
There's
you guys.
Ontario, California.
I was
and there's
really
Ontario,
high,
Canada.
and they told me that they had to change a couple of my flights around for whatever reason, and they're like, "You're gonna get on this plane," and I got on thinking like, "Okay, I'm headed to San Diego or wherever," and then I fall asleep and I wake up and they tell me that we're in Ontario and they didn't say California, so I was like, "Oh my god!"
You took a flight to Canada on
That's-
accident?
For a good like couple minutes, I was like,
That's what she
"I'm
thought.
in Canada."
Oh, I see.
She was in Ontario, California.
No,
though,
no, you can't just
on her
like
way to San
accidentally
Diego.
go
I
to
was gonna
Canada.
say,
It turns
don't
out.
Check your boarding pass.
They do check your passport usually.
It's not home alone.
Right, but you can imagine my confusion.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yo, I didn't sign up for this," and they were just like, "You're in California, miss."
But
So-
although it's like more expensive to fly to Canada than it is to fly to San Diego,
So, technically
kind
I
of
was
like you were
I was getting the deal.
you were getting the deal.
Yeah, the laughter helped a lot.
Yeah.
Most yoga classes are like dead silent, and it's just
Yeah.
you in your head looking around at everybody doing the poses you can't do. That's me. This was really fun. I enjoy talking, and I enjoy like.
I've noticed.
Yeah, it's part of the reason I became a comedian
I
as
know.
well. I date very quiet men, if you can believe it. Takes years into the relationship for them to be like, I don't like you.
Well, if it matters, I like you. I had a lot of fun.
That does matter.
Yeah. Thank you for
Thank
being a
you.
guest on the show. Thank you all for watching. This has been Comedy Meets Yoga with Vic Dubin. I'm Vic Dubin. This is Coral Best. Thanks for watching.
So, I do have kind of like this fan base of kind of I shouldn't call them that nerds.